This is Dr. Lou Cella, sport and performance psychologist. And over the last 6 years, I've helped so many people win big running the under center triple option offense. And there's one thing, one revelation that struck me in 2018 that has carried over to the present day. And it's very simple. As soon as I got my clients to focus on their first 10 days of practice and to start counting the number of reps they're doing, prioritizing what the academies were doing the year before, that's when the success story started to take off. If I can change your mindset about practice and get you to focus on your first 10 practices and running 2 offenses versus 7 coaches holding shields or 7 players holding shields, changing defensive alignments, scripting everything, and getting players to rep, zone dive, mid-triple, trap, toss, and play action, I can get you real good, real fast. It takes 10 practices. It takes 10 hours. Because if you go at game tempo, or at least Paul Johnson tempo, you'll get 120 reps in 60 minutes. Now, if you get 120 reps in 60 minutes over 10 practices, you've hit 1,200 reps. And that's the magic number to get to 90% of your potential. Because that's what you would get in 25 games worth of reps, which 25 games at the high school level is 20 hours worth of football. And the whole purpose of practice is to practice the game. So if you're focused on running zone dive, mid-triple, trap, toss, play action 1,200 times with your first offense and then your second offense, so it's 2,400 reps total with 2 offenses, you're going to be an A offense in 10 practices. It takes 10 hours of deliberate practice. That's what your goal is for 2024. Then in 10 hours, you get 1,200 reps. You teach the players what to do one time, and you let them do it over and over until they think with their feet and they can't get it wrong. You make the corrections when there's errors from point A to point B. You try to add some information in between reps. You make sure that you don't stop to correct. You let them come over to the side, you correct the rep, and then they go right back in there, and they're getting 2 to 2.5 reps a minute. That's what you want. That right there, what Paul Johnson did with his live bolts drill, that's what's going to change the game for you and your football program. More than anything else I've done in the last 6 years, that is the number one thing that has been done to get people to become a success story, is they started focusing on their first 10 practices, getting 120 reps per practice, doing it over 10 practices, getting it done in under an hour. To move with that level of urgency is going to create accuracy, and it's going to create greater mindfulness, especially among all the situations in football. It's the greatest thing you can do for your football program. It's the greatest thing you can do for yourself because it keeps you organized. So if there's anything I've done over the last 6 years to help people become success stories running the under center triple option offense, that's what it is. I've got to change your mindset about practice, get you to focus on your first 10 practices, go with your first 2 offenses, give them 120 reps each, just run play after play after play after play after play. Speed and quantity will trump quality. I used to be in the campaign of quality is our recipe. Just like Wendy's, the old Wendy's slogan, quality is our recipe. Then I learned as a sport performance psychologist through empirical evidence and data that speed and quantity trump quality, because especially with Generation Z, they're so smart now, they'll self-automate. So by that, it's a count to the finish. 120 reps a day for 10 days, as fast as you can. You're going to get to the truth. Making sure they hydrate in between reps, making sure if there's an error, the error gets corrected in between reps. Because the faster you go, the more they do, and the better you'll be. That was the one game-changing thing that I've done to create more success stories than anything else I've ever done as a sport and performance psychologist. And that's what I'm going to fight for you to do in 2024. Now, if you become a client, we'll get to the specifics of how to do this so you can do this the right way the first time. I'm not going to give you everything on this YouTube channel. The whole point of this YouTube channel is to get you to become a client, because otherwise I wouldn't waste my time doing this. I'd be doing something else. Is today the day you're going to finally go all in? Is it today? Or are you going to keep waiting or making excuses? Or kindly pick up the phone and give me a call. My number's on the thumbnail of this video. So is my website. And we'll talk soon.